So today is, drum roll please, Journal Prompt Monday. Today is Journal Prompt Monday. And the prompt that I have for you today, well, first off, before we get into the prompt, let's get into the journal. If you have not yet, go on to Amazon and purchase my 30-day journal called Edify My Soul, a 30-day journey of transformation. So go buy Siobhan A. Hampton. It's a red cover with a pretty butterfly on it. So if you had not yet, go on to Amazon and purchase that journal so that you can do your journal prompt into the journal or onto the journal. But today's journal prompt is, this is the day after Easter, 2026. So today I believe it's April the 6th, 2026. Easter Sunday was on yesterday. And we all know the point of Easter is about the Lord's resurrection and him dying on the cross for our salvation, which that's a whole nother message in its own. And I will do a message on that as well. But today, just to get to the journal prompt, because it is Journal Prompt Monday, to get to the journal prompt, what I want you to think about, what I want you to write down, the question is, what would Jesus do? If you all remember back in like vacation Bible school when you were growing up, then, there was a popular thing, at least when I was growing up, there was a popular thing, WWJD, with a question mark, what would Jesus do? But this is a very legit question. If you read through, different stories of the Bible and you notice Jesus's characteristics, sometimes he was very compassionate. Sometimes he was very, he's always forgiving, but sometimes he was very compassionate. Sometimes he was very thought provoking. Sometimes he was very cutthroat. So whatever situation that you are dealing with today, I want you to think back on a situation, on a story that was similar to that in the Bible, or just think back on his characteristics as a whole. And in your journal, I want you to write down, what would Jesus do in this scenario? What would Jesus do? Because he is living within you through the Holy Spirit. That's the part of him that he left here for us to access him through, is through the Holy Spirit. So he left a piece of him, a little part of him, to live within each and all of us, so that we can remember him by, so that we can, he can abide in us, and we can sit and we can sup with him. He is the living water. So he's the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. And that is because he will forever live. He's living in each and every one of us if we've accepted him through the Holy Spirit. So in whatever scenario that you have, whatever situation that you have going on today, although it was thousands of years, hundreds of, thousands of years ago, but the question is, what would Jesus do? This is the same Jesus that died on the cross for our salvation. The same Jesus that performed many miracles. So pick whatever your story is, your favorite story in the Bible. Pick whatever that is. It's that same Jesus, the same one. What would he do in your situation? What would he do with the same tools that you were given that makes up your situation? What would he do? So this is the journal prompt for today on Journal Prompt Monday. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it is the fourth Journal Prompt Monday. So there's something to celebrate to me. So as I said, that the question for today is, what would Jesus do? Go onto Amazon, purchase Edify My Soul, a 30-day journal, a 30-day. Let's start that over. Go onto Amazon and purchase my journal, Edify My Soul, a 30-day journey of transformation by Siobhan A. Hampton. If you had not yet, go onto Amazon, purchase that, and this is what you will write down in the journal entry section, because there's a section for journal entry and there's other sections. There's prompting you onto what to write down, but into the journal entry section is where you would write your questions for every journal prompt Monday. So today's question is, what would Jesus do? WWJD. So until next time, stay vigilant. And what would he do? What would he do in your situation?